Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k17 Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz and this is Smackdown, and tonight Sasha Banks will go one-on-one with the #1 contender for the Women's Championship, Becky Lynch, in a big matchup as Becky Lynch gets ready for Charlotte at Summerslam. Now that will be a big match indeed, a chance for Becky Lynch to finally capture the Women's Championship, but she has to get through Sasha Banks tonight. First up, a main event, we have Kurt Hawkins going one-on-one with Connor. Tag team action with the Wyatt family up against the Vaughn Villains. And lastly, it is Bo Dallas going one-on-one with the Swiss Superman Cesaro. Hawkins versus Connor. Kurt Hawkins with the victory. Tag team action is the Wyatt family with a win. And your last matchup here, Cesaro gets a win over Bo Dallas. Moving on to SmackDown this week, and we will see Dana Brooke and Emma teaming up to take on Naomi and Natalia in a tag team match. Kane will go one-on-one with the former Intercontinental Champion Luke Harper. Good matchup there for Harper to test him out against the big red monster. Chris Jericho will be in action up against the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin. Tough match for Jericho there. Speaking of tough matches, Big Cass is in for a tough one against Hideo Itami in the match we just spoke about a moment ago. Sasha Banks, who has aligned herself with Charlotte in recent times, well, she'll be up against Becky Lynch, who will take on Charlotte at SummerSlam, and your main event is a big one as well. Bray Wyatt, the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship, teams up with the #1 contender for the WWE Championship, AJ Styles, to take on Braun Strowman and Sami Zayn. Well, opening contest, it is Naomi and Natalia with a tag team win. Kane and Harper, it is going to be Kane. Bit of an upset win there for Kane, the veteran, with a victory. Jericho and Baron Corbin. Chris Jericho picks up the victory, and Cass and Hideo, it is going to be Hideo Itami with the victory. We now get ready for our big matchup here tonight, Sasha versus Becky. Big match right here because Becky Lynch, as we know, has the title opportunity against Charlotte at SummerSlam. But as we know, in recent times, Sasha Banks has lended a helping hand to the Women's Champion Charlotte. So Sasha Banks will look to try and put an end to Becky Lynch's momentum. It will not be easy. Becky Lynch has been on a roll. She's been picking up victories, and she's been building for this moment for a long time now. Charlotte, the longest reigning Women's Champion in Universe Mode history. She's held it since TLC of last year. It's been so impressive. But can Becky Lynch put an end to it? I don't know. It's not going to be an easy match, that's for sure. It's not going to be easy to beat the champ who's been running through the entire division for a long time now. But if there's someone that could do it, it may very well be Becky Lynch, who, like we said, has been on a roll. It could be finally time for Becky Lynch to take that title away from Charlotte. Two-time NXT Women's Champion is Charlotte, and the current WWE Women's Champion. She has dominated everywhere she's been. Becky Lynch, though, would love to finally put a championship in her cabinet. It's been a long time coming for her. Sasha Banks, former Women's Champion in her own right. Very successful, but championships, well, she's had to wait for it. She hasn't held the title for quite some time now, despite having a few opportunities for the championship. Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks right now trying to wrestle each other on the mat, trying to gain the upper hand. Looks as though Sasha has it right now with a side headlock, trying to wrench it through and put a bit more pressure here on Becky Lynch, who's had to deal with Charlotte for quite some time. Obviously, we know Charlotte and Becky Lynch were friends. They were allies. They were partners at times. They were teamed up together. They'd helped each other through bad situations. They were best of friends. But Charlotte threw it all the way once Becky Lynch started to gain herself a dominant position in the women's division. Once Becky Lynch was getting close to becoming the #1 contender and eventually became the #1 contender for the Women's Championship, Charlotte made it a point to try and take Becky Lynch out. trying to get her out of this division, trying to get her out of the way, because I think she felt as though Becky Lynch had the ability to beat her. I think she felt threatened. So she'd rather have the championship than be friends with Becky Lynch. She threw away a long-term friendship for the Women's Championship and for the sake of trying to hang on to it just that little bit longer. That's how much the championship means to Charlotte, and that's what she will do to hang on to that championship. So if she's willing to do that, what will she be willing to do at SummerSlam when she goes one-on-one with Becky Lynch? I don't know. It's going to be dangerous for Becky Lynch coming up against Charlotte, who clearly is motivated, clearly wants to be champion for as long as possible. She's already the longest reigning champion. How far can she go? That's the question. Is the cover by Sasha only a 1? Becky Lynch, it's about the championship, yes, but it's also now about getting revenge. It's about setting things right, settling the score, making things right, and trying to take down Charlotte and get revenge after what she did to her. That attack, as Becky Lynch now drops the leg on Sasha Banks, going for it one more time, and this time she uses the other leg, just as effective. Becky Lynch trying to fire up here early on. It's been a good start here for Becky, but Sasha's still in it. Sasha now looking for a Hurricane Rana, but she got caught! And instead, the head of Sasha Banks bouncing off the mat. And a nice counter there by Becky. Look out! With the Bexploder! Launching Sasha to the other side of the ring. And she's getting the crowd behind her now. Not sure about this though. She had a chance to perhaps go for the cover and look for the victory. It is early in the match. Maybe she felt as though Sasha's good enough to kick out, and perhaps she was, but you still want to try and test her out. Instead now, looking to go back to her best move, and here we go. She's got it locked in. Disarmer, but too close to the ropes. Too close to the ropes, and Sasha's able to get the rope break. Saves the day. Now the leg sweep. And Sasha Banks is back in this contest. After what I thought for a moment there was going to be the end. An early victory for Becky Lynch, is now Becky ducks underneath, but instead Sasha's up to the task and connects with a clothesline of her own. Now the jawbreaker there by Becky Lynch. An attempted drop kick and connects. Bit of momentum behind the drop kick as well. Becky Lynch now looking to go for those leg drops again, I think. Yes, there's one. We know there's two. Here comes the other one, and connecting again. Very effective by Becky Lynch. And Becky Lynch, though, will need to try and avoid being repetitive. She looks to go for those same moves whilst, yes, she knows they're effective. But eventually Sasha will work her out. She's the boss for a reason. She's one of the best we've seen in the ring here in Universe Mode of all time. Always been very competitive. Whether she's the champion or not, she's always been so tough to beat. And we always know that she's one win away from being back to her best, as now the neck breaker. And any time you just get that feeling Sasha Banks can get on a roll and gun down the women's champion. I think it's been a smart idea by Charlotte to recruit Sasha Banks to try and help her out in recent times. As Sasha now, hold that thought, going for the Banks statement, and she's got it in! Right in the middle of the ring. She's not making the same mistake that Becky Lynch made. Instead, she has her right in the middle of the ring, and this could very well be it. Becky Lynch, though, slips through, shoulders down, referee position, could be in here. Sasha in trouble, but she'll kick out. Becky Lynch almost pulled a bit of a fast one on Sasha Banks, able to find a counter, and almost took her down. Becky Lynch now, looking out, look out here, go for another Bexploder. Sasha taken down, and again, Becky Lynch trying to get the crowd behind her instead of going for the victory. And Sasha rolling out of harm's way, attempted kick there, a stomp I should say, is now Becky. Again, Sasha scouting her out with another counter. Becky Lynch with one of her own though, with the right hand. But Sasha up to the challenge, taking her down. Well, recent times, obviously, Charlotte has recruited Sasha Banks to help her out. And it's been pretty effective, as I think Sasha's gotten better. And Charlotte's been able to avoid Sasha Banks from the title picture. And right now, she might have to get a bit of a stern reminder of who is the #1 contender. It's Becky Lynch. Disarmer is in, and Sasha has got nowhere to go. But she's able to slip through and find a way to break the hold. Excellent from Sasha Banks. Becky Lynch, though, Well, she had the match won, but just couldn't keep the hold on for long enough. Now, another neck breaker. This time, the shoulders are down. Tough position to kick out of this. Great cover. Oh! Kick out at 2. Great cover there by Sasha Banks. The shoulders really down. And all that weight on the legs of Becky Lynch, making it even harder to kick out. But still, not enough to keep Becky Lynch down. Which is kind of poetic, I suppose, because no matter what you throw at Becky Lynch, it won't keep her down. That seems to be the case for her. No matter what Charlotte does, Becky Lynch continues to get up and continues to fight. Becky Lynch obviously recruiting Nia Jax at the recent pay-per-view and bragging rights to help her take down Sasha and Charlotte, and they were successful. And obviously after the match, Nia Jax took down Becky Lynch, basically saying, hey, look, I'm not your friend, I'm not your ally, I'm here for an opportunity at the Women's Championship just like you. And Nia Jax has been pretty dominant since. She's been winning all of her matches. She's been so impressive. And you get the feeling whoever wins between Charlotte and Becky Lynch will have a meeting with Nia Jax very, very soon. And I'm sure Nia Jax will be gunning for that championship herself. A former two-time NXT Women's Champion in her own right is Nia Jax, as Sasha Banks rolling Becky over. Decided against it instead. What she got planned, a big stomp there. Sasha trying to wear down Becky Lynch. There's a kick out again by Becky. The counter 2. She's slowly getting in position, perhaps. Oh, Enziguri! Slowly getting in position, perhaps, to try and make a play to win this match here. Perhaps the bank statement again could be coming pretty soon. Right now, she's just assaulting Becky Lynch. These shots to the gut, these strikes. Now another neck breaker. Shoulders are down again. She's going to go for this one more time, as this could well be it. And geez, that was close. Becky barely kicked out. 2.5, if you will. And now Sasha looking to end this match right here. Bank statement. But is Becky's foot underneath the rope? The referee said yes. Sasha this time gets her bearings wrong. Sasha had the match won, but the rope break was enforced. Becky Lynch survives, but how much longer though? She seems to be pretty confident. Sasha Banks, maybe that's her opportunity gone. That was her big moment. Perhaps she wasted it. Now Becky looking to fire up. Shot there by Becky. And Sasha is down. And now Lynch has a chance to try and put her away herself again. Another exploder. Launching her to the other side of the ring. No cover again though. Becky Lynch taking her time. Sasha, oh, she scouted it out. She knew it was coming. She was able to regain her composure. But Becky countering into the powerbomb. Becky Lynch now. Oh, Sasha countering what was probably going to be the disarmer. Now, Sasha again, back to the neck breaker. And once again, going for this same cover. It nearly worked last time. Can it work this time? Oh, nearly. She's getting closer and closer. Becky Lynch is running on fumes. Sasha, though, perhaps going for the bank statement. Becky Lynch this time countering. Lynch now. She's got Sasha suplexing her down. And now Becky Lynch looking for the disarmer, is she? Looking to put this thing away. Here we go. Locked in. And Sasha's close to the ropes, but I don't think she can reach out and grab them. She's got no choice but to tap out. Becky Lynch beats Sasha Banks. And that is a huge win to set up for a showdown at SummerSlam. Becky Lynch beats Sasha Banks one-on-one. And now we wait a couple of weeks until we see Becky Lynch and Charlotte battle it out for the WWE Women's Championship. It takes place at the SummerSlam pay-per-view, the biggest party of the summer and one of the biggest matches in our women's division in quite some time. Great victory tonight by Becky. The ultimate confidence boost. The momentum is on her side. Will she finally capture the Women's Championship at the Summerslam pay-per-view? Well, we've got a big match in store for you for your final match of tonight's episode. Tag team action as Bray Wyatt gets a chance to get his hands on the Intercontinental Champion, Braun Strowman, and this is the match we'll see at SummerSlam. Strowman versus Bray Wyatt. That championship is on the line. The former member of the Wyatt family, Braun Strowman, has gone rogue. He's gone all by himself. He no longer needs the Wyatts. The Wyatt family insist that Strowman should have never left the Wyatt family, and that, well, basically Braun Strowman is nothing without the family. So far, Strowman has proved that to be false. He's defeated Luke Harper. He's taken down Eric Rowan. It's been a rough journey, but he's still the Intercontinental Champion. He's now a two-time champion. Bray Wyatt has yet to get his hands on Braun Strowman in a one-on-one match. We'll see it finally at SummerSlam, and we'll finally see Braun Strowman proved whether or not he's better than Bray, and that whether he does or does not need the Wyatt family, and whether Bray was right all along. As for this man, your king of the ring, AJ Styles at SummerSlam meets Finn Balor, the WWE Champion, for that championship in one of your SummerSlam main events. The King of the Ring winner has plowed through the competition. He's made the jump from Raw to SmackDown. He's already made some enemies in a short period of time. One of those has been definitely Finn Balor, but also Roman Reigns, and also Sami Zayn has a bit of a bone to pick with the #1 contender as well. Well, you might be wondering, where is Finn Balor? Why is he not in this match tonight? Well, let's not forget, AJ Styles took out Finn Balor at the Bragging Rights pay-per-view thanks to Goldberg's help as well. But we've yet to see Finn Balor since. It's now been a few weeks, so as far as we know, he will be at SummerSlam. We hope. Let's hope that he's recovering okay and that he's ready to go. Because AJ Styles at the moment, well, he's a man on a mission. He wants to finally win that championship. He wants to end the reign of Finn Balor. He wants to do what he feels as though he should have done at WrestleMania in that main event. This man, Braun Strowman, what a competitor, what a man, what a machine, what a monster. He just destroys everyone in his path, and he's had some of the toughest competitors come his way in the Wyatt family over the last number of months. Despite Bray Wyatt's best efforts to keep that championship off the waist of Strowman, Braun continues to find a way to overcome the challenge and take down the Wyatt family. One more hurdle to go, and that's at SummerSlam when he takes on Bray. Well, Sami Zayn at the moment does not have a match for SummerSlam, but has a big chance tonight to be a part of the action when he gets involved in this tag team match. Sami Zayn, the King of the Ring finalist, many believe he deserves a title opportunity at some point just for that alone, and I have to agree with that. Been so impressive has Zayn, but now, unfortunately, he has to wait his turn. He's not in the title mix at SummerSlam. He's now finished off with Roman Reigns. He's put that behind him, and he now can turn his attention to the future, and he believes the future is the WWE Championship, whether that be Finn Balor or AJ Styles. We've seen Zayn and Styles go at it a few times now, with AJ getting the upper hand. Big start by Strowman there on Bray Wyatt with a spinebuster. Now the crab, as Bray's hand very close to the ropes. Referee not calling for the break, won't need it though. So we know Sami Zayn and AJ have competed a few times, with AJ getting the upper hand. Great chance here, great opportunity for Sami Zayn to pick up a win, either by beating either Bray or AJ. He'll do his confidence a world of good, and also put him right in the title mix after SummerSlam, you'd have to think. Well, this is a big chance here for Braun and Bray. One of these two will come away with a victory. These two have hated each other for months. They finally get a chance to get in the ring and deal with one another. And this is a chance to kind of scout each other out just before the championship match. Learn a few things. But Bray Wyatt doesn't seem too interested. He's going to tag in AJ. He's had enough already. But he's trying to get the upper hand here, trying to get a cheap shot on Braun on the way out. Not going to work, as the power of Braun Strowman on display, launching AJ to the other side of the ring. And Sami Zayn will get his chance against AJ. Braun with a spine buster on his way out. Intercontinental Champion Braun Strowman, so dominant. He is a huge, huge man. 6'9", he is massive. Over 300 pounds. Bray Wyatt's a small man in his own right, but he is a dwarf in comparison to Braun Strowman. A Sami Zayn missile drop kick springing off the ropes. Excellent stuff there. As now AJ takes down Sami Zayn. AJ Styles, #1 contender, King of the Ring winner. Beat Roman Reigns last week on Smackdown to hang on to that #1 contendership and keep it to a one-on-one match. Reigns, if he had beat AJ, would have made it a triple threat. Sami Zayn was beaten by Roman Reigns a couple of weeks ago. It could have been Sami Zayn in that position last week, but it was not. As now Bray Wyatt striking Zayn. Sami Zayn, though, breaking the jaw of Bray Wyatt there, as now Bray can't take advantage and swept off his feet. Sami Zayn just can't seem to beat the champion Finn Balor. He's looked good against Roman Reigns. He's beaten Roman Reigns a number of times despite losing a couple of weeks ago. Before that, Sami Zayn had been getting the better of Reigns. As now Zayn off the top, went for a crossbody, missed out. He just can't seem to beat the champion though, which is the match that matters. You can beat Roman Reigns all you want, but he's not the champ. You got to beat the champion Finn Balor at the end of the day. Strowman back in, another chance to get his hands on the Wyatt family leader, Bray Wyatt. Braun Strowman said, "Look, I'm sick and tired of being held back by the Wyatts. I know that I can be a champion on my own. I can be a star. I can be what I want to be, as long as I'm no longer affiliated with the Wyatt family." And he stepped away from the Wyatts, and Bray Wyatt was not exactly thrilled by that at all. And Braun Strowman, well, he's paid the price. He lost his championship to Luke Harper at one point, but he regained it back. And now Bray feels as though he's the final man. Strowman's gone through Rowan, he's gone through Harper, and now Bray is the last man standing in the Wyatt family. His last chance to get that championship off Strowman. His last chance to prove once and for all that he is the leader, and Braun Strowman, well, is the lackey. Braun Strowman, he needs Bray. Bray has been the better man all along. Splash in the corner. You know, Bray Wyatt, 2-time Intercontinental Champion in his own right, has been very successful himself. He's going to become a 3-time champion at Summerslam. And Bray Wyatt, he is very devastating. We know that. We know what he can do. He's so difficult to beat. Cheap shot there by Bray on the way out. It's now AJ. Tough matchup here between Strowman and AJ. The size difference is huge, and AJ, though, has not let that stop him in the past. Shot to the back there of Strowman, and now AJ, oh, gets connected there by a clothesline. Well, Braun Strowman will finally remove Bray Wyatt from his life and his career at SummerSlam if he can beat him. Styles, clothesline, and oh! So much power behind the clothesline. Strowman sent flying. Excellent from AJ, springboard into the moonsault. Connecting there beautifully on Strowman as well, right where he wanted, and this is what AJ has to do. Quicken the pace here and keep the pressure on the big man. Don't let him regain his breath, don't let him regain his energy, and don't let him regain his focus in this one, because if he does, that's what's going to happen. The clothesline. Well, AJ won't have to worry about a monster at SummerSlam. He'll have to worry about Finn Balor, a man that he knows all too well. A man that he rode up and down the road together. They were part of the Balor Club. And AJ tried to prove that he was the better man out of the Balor Club once and for all at WrestleMania. He got Gallows and Anderson to turn on Finn Balor and join up AJ to form just the club. They took out the Balor and the club. But AJ failed at WrestleMania. He never got his rematch. He always wanted a rematch against Finn because he felt as though that he just had an off night. He never got his chance for a rematch. But now he'll get it at SummerSlam. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have to take a quick break in this episode. We will be back right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, SummerSlam is coming your way very soon right here on BrendenPlayz. Do not miss one of the biggest events of the year, featuring a 6-man Hell in a Cell for the Universal Championship. AJ versus Finn, Charlotte versus Becky, and much, much more. It's one of the biggest events of the year. It's the biggest party of the summer, and it's coming soon to BrendenPlayz. We're back here on Smackdown right now. Braun Strowman looking to tag in Sami Zayn as Bray Wyatt back to his feet. Sami Zayn and Bray get a chance to battle it out here. Sami Zayn with an uppercut there on Bray. Right hand there by Zayn. But Bray able to counter back with an elbow, looking to try and pick him up and take him down. But Zayn with an inverted DDT, taking down Bray. Nice stuff here by Sami. Follows up with a shot into the back as well. Well, Sami Zayn's wondering where his future is. He came so close to winning the WWE Championship a number of times. It's deflating. As now Zayn, wow, he connected really well. That drop kick right on the button. Well, for Sami Zayn, you get so close to winning the championship, and then what's next? You're out of the title picture. What do you do then? Do you have the motivation to get yourself back in the title picture, or do you just begin a bit of a downward spiral? Do you lose confidence? Do you lose momentum? Do you start to believe that, okay, I'm not good enough to be the WWE champion. That's why I'm not the champ right now. That's why I'm not in the title picture. Or do you say, okay, we missed out, but we're going to work and we're going to get ourselves another opportunity at some point? That's the question that Sami Zayn needs to answer. What is he going to do? Is he going to fight for another chance? Or is he going to let this get the better of him? And will we see his career take another downward turn like we have in the past with Sami Zayn? When he was over on Raw, his career just was never able to get going. Now he's on SmackDown. He's had so much success. He's been at the top. He's made himself a main event star here on SmackDown. And he has a chance to keep that level. But he also has a chance to drop back down to where he was. And if he starts getting those losses, perhaps we will see him going down and down and down. That's something we definitely do not want to see from Sami Zayn. We know he's ultra talented. We know one day he could be the WWE champion. But for Sami Zayn, he needs a win. He needs a big win. He needs to beat someone like AJ. He needs to get a win over Finn. He needs something. He missed out against Roman Reigns, and you get the feeling that Sami Zayn, another loss here tonight, another one-on-one loss at a future pay-per-view, could really derail Sami Zayn. Here's the cover here by AJ. This could be it here, but a kick out by Zayn. Nice work there by Sami Zayn to keep himself in this match, but it is AJ Styles right now in control. Sami Zayn rolled out of the ring. Bray Wyatt tried to get a hold of Zayn. Missed out. It's now Zayn. Look out. Blue Thunder. Oh, no. Counter there by AJ Styles. Just when you thought Sami Zayn was going to connect, he missed out. Springing off the ropes again is AJ Styles with the moonsault. AJ now trying to figure out what the plan is. What's the next move here on Sami Zayn? Going to stop away. Keep wearing him down and perhaps try to put him away in a moment's time. He's trying to attack those legs as now he's looking to fly. Sami Zayn, he's slowed down. He's grounded. He's back to his feet. AJ, phenomenal forearm. Cuts him open into the cover. May have knocked him out cold. Strowman can't get there. Bray Wyatt distracts him long enough. The big man couldn't save the day. And AJ Styles gets a win over Sami Zayn here on SmackDown. Huge win for the #1 contender. That's exactly what he wanted. You come from Raw. You need to beat the top guys on SmackDown to prove that you are worthy of that title shot. The top 2 stars right now, there's Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns. And what has he done? He pinned Roman Reigns, and he's pinned Sami Zayn. Exactly the momentum that AJ is looking for. The next stop, the next hurdle, is at Summerslam when he goes one-on-one with his WrestleMania opponent, Finn Balor. His former friend, former ally, AJ, will finally get the rematch he's been searching for all this time. He gets his chance at Finn Balor. And what a match it will be. It was an epic at WrestleMania, and I'm sure it will be just as good at SummerSlam. Cannot wait to see what happens. It's going to be big. Huge win tonight from AJ though. Pinning Sami Zayn is not an easy thing to do, As now AJ can begin the celebrations and... Whoa, wait a second. AJ... I think the champion is about to show his face for the first time since bragging rights. Finn Balor is here. And he's coming for AJ. Finn Balor, the WWE champion, is in the building. And AJ Styles is all alone in the ring. AJ is all alone. And Finn Balor has a chance to get some revenge after the brutal beatdown at bragging rights. Finn Balor's been on the shelf for 3 weeks now. He finally shows his face. And Finn wants a piece of AJ. And here he comes. Finn Balor coming after AJ. But the #1 contender retreating. AJ Styles just went through a tough match. And he says, you know what? I don't need this tonight. I'll wait till SummerSlam. And he's pretty confident that he can beat Finn Balor. He's not afraid of Finn. And Finn Balor getting this crowd behind him tonight. They're excited to see the champion in the building. And we're excited to see the match at SummerSlam. It's AJ and Finn for the WWE Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed it, make sure you do leave a like on this episode of Universe Mode. Let's try and hit 300 likes. It's a big goal. Can we do it? If you did enjoy it, subscribe and make sure you do not miss SummerSlam and also NXT TakeOver, which will be coming your way this weekend, will TakeOver be. So do not miss that. It's going to be big. Rude versus Dillinger. It's huge. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you in the next episode.